Howdy, welcome back to Wobble Enjoy Sports. If you're new around here, hope I can get you to consider to like the content and subscribe to the channel. But if you're a regular around these here parts, thank you very much for the continuous support. What an absolutely massive occasion this friggin' is today. And to join me to talk about this international test match happening at Allegiant Stadium today is Jag from the Mad Dragons podcast, bro. It's always good to have you on, bro. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Good afternoon to you and to everyone watching. What an occasion! If you didn't know, it's the first ever women's elite sport to be played of any kind in Vegas. So what an occasion for both Australia and England this afternoon.
Both proud Aussies, proud Jillaroo supporters here. But for the sake of fairness' sake, I've got Jag calling England today. I'm going to be calling the Jillaroos today as we see the Australian team walking out to Allegiant Stadium. England have just hit the paddock, and now here come the Jillaroos. Now, well, very, very quickly, if we can, looks like we're going to have some national anthems in the next couple of minutes, Jag.
Yep.
We will bring up the team list, and mate, can I get you to go through England's team list?
So at fullback, we've got Georgie Dagger. On the wings, we've got Ebony Partington and Anna Davies. In the centres, we've got Tamsin Renoff and Amy Hardcastle. 5'8", Zoe Harris, and the halfback for England, it's Newcastle Knights premiership winner Georgia Roche. Up front, it's Olivia Wood, Kiara Bennett, and Shona Hoyle. Canberra Raiders back rower Holly May Dodd, with new Parramatta recruit Paige Travis, the other back rower, and the captain is Jodie Cunningham. The bench for England is Katie Mottershead, Vicky Whitfield, Bella Sykes, and Izzy Northrop. And the 18th player will be Erin Stott, and their coach is Stuart Barrow.
And just quietly, I'll just pause there, and we'll listen to the national anthem. You can turn up your volume, Jag, if you want, mate.
Yep. A lot of Pommies over there, aren't there? Obviously with that Super League game early this morning.
Yes. Sick. All right. Before the NRL YouTube copyright strike team takes me down, I've got to turn that down, all right? Otherwise, we'll be taken down there, Jag. But, bro, as you said so yourself, this is one of the biggest moments in women's sport, full stop. The first women's elite sport to be played on Allegiant Stadium since Allegiant Stadium opened, I think, approximately 4 years ago now. So it's a tremendous occasion, man. Let's just quickly go through the Jillaroo side. I'll just quickly go through that. So for the Gillaroos, we've got Upton at fullback, Whitfield and Robinson are the wingers, Kelly and Penatani the centres, Brigginshaw and Aiken are the halves, Brigginshaw a co-captain, Marto, Higgins and Apps are the front row, Apps being the other co-captain, and Kernick, Clydesdale and Talfa the back row. Dodd, Sergis, Togatuki, and Joseph, the interchange. Jess Elliston is the 18th player, and the coach is Jess Skinner, making her debut as head coach for the Gillaroos today. Jag, man, just while I quickly go through the rest of me IT, we got some stats here on the Gillaroos, don't we? I'll just get you to take us through it, mate.
Yeah, well, I've got some of my own as well. Like, only 3 players in this current Gillaroos side have actually played England before. They haven't actually played since the 2017 World Cup. The only 3 that have played England before was Ali Brigginshaw, Kezzy Apps, and Isabel Kelly, 3 members of the 2017 winning World Cup squad.
And we're underway here. Kickoff, and Marto takes the first hit up. She stopped just beyond the 20-metre line.
And no Millie Elliott.
No Millie Elliott, no.
She was, the news come through last night, she is pregnant and she will sit out the entire 2025 season. But congratulations to her and Adam Elliott.
Yeah, sure. Yep. And Kelly, she is met solidly there by the England team. It's third tackle down towards the interchange sideline, and ball's passed inside for Samaima Taufa. And it is fourth tackle right on halfway, or a little bit beyond it now due to post-contact meters. And the Gillaroos, they're running right to left in this first half as Higgins puts Marto back under the second hit up of the first set of the game. And this is Taryn Aiken. Is it really?
Oh,
No, take it away, Jag.
Yep, so it looks like it's penalty England, high tackle there from Olivia Kernick.
Oh, righto then. So you're a few seconds in front of me there, mate. So you on Channel 9, are you?
Are you on KO?
Yeah, I'm on KO, bro.
Okay.
That's all right. I'll quickly go. I'll shift it over to Channel 9 then very quickly. You keep going ahead, mate.
All right, so the England working it up. And that's Wood will play it. Here is Hoyle, wrapped up there by Higgins and Taufa, just short of the 40. Here they come again. It's with Wood again. That's her second run in this set. England. But wouldn't this be a golden chance if they can get first points here? They are within 20 metres of the line, England. That is Cunningham. She's got it again. She gets it. Here's Rosh. Oh, late hit there from Clydesdale. Hoyle. Here's Rosh. The Grubbers. And her
nice scoop up.
Tamika Upton.
Nice scoop up by Upton. Yes, you're right too, mate. Former teammates, Upton choosing Broncos instead of North Queensland. But anyway, we don't need her. Julia Robinson now, she scoots it up and she gets over the 20-metre line by about 5 metres. Upton at dummy half, passes right, and that's Jakaya Whitfield. There is the cowboy, the only cowboy for this contest. Higgins decides to go even further right out for Penatani, and she's tackled 5 metres shy of halfway. Higgins goes left, finds Samaima Taufa, and she just puts the foot down up over halfway, carrying England defenders. And she's now going to play the ball 40 metres out inside England territory. Higgins passes right, and this is Brigginshaw putting it sky high, Jag.
It goes right down the throat of... It goes right down the throat of there, the fullback there. Sorry, couldn't quite remember her name on top of my head. Anyway, England work it out their own end. Here they come with Davies, and Davies met there by Whitfield and Brigginshaw. And here they work it out of their own end. Bennett gets it away to Hardcastle, just short of the halfway. Cunningham, the skipper. Strong carry from her, met there by Marto and Taufa. Last tackle coming up for the Leonesses. Hoyle gets it away to Rosh. Rosh goes very high in the air, Sam.
And Upton caught it, passed out right to Whitfield. Whitfield broke the line from 30 meters out. She's coming back infield. She's beaten 2 Lionesses so far, and she's been taken down eventually 5 short of halfway. That's a great start to the set. And now a penalty to the Jillaroos, Jag.
Yep, penalty coming on the way of the Jillaroos.
Oh, Upton. She had a
Upton
classy
showing her
pickup.
class. Yep.
About
Whitfield,
2
better
minutes
speed
ago.
there.
She popped it off to Whitfield. Well done, Whitfield. Alrighty,
Holding
so
on too
first
long.
set from 45 meters out here, and this is Jesus,
App.
what a hit up from Kezi Apps, my God. Alrighty, so 32 meters out, Higgins goes left. This is Aiken looking for Upton, and then just a short ball to Kelly, who puts in a short ball for Robinson from 25 meters out. No one in front of her, and Robson scores. She has been on an unbelievable try-scoring streak over the past 12 months or so for the Jillaroos. My goodness, she's just added to the collection. What a run from Robinson.
She is. Best finisher in the inner game. Yeah.
Wow. Upton. She's had 3 or 4 touches, and those 3 or 4 touches have been absolutely amazing, Jag.
They have been. And what Aiken and Upton, they'll be combining quite often this afternoon, I think. And Julia Robinson, yeah, there's no stopping her that close to the line. She's just unstoppable. She's quick. And what a combination her and Isabel Kelly did strike last year as well when they played on that left-hand side of the field. In one test, they had 11 tries between them.
Yep. Yeah, that game against Papua New Guinea, I think, ended up 84-0 or something to that effect, Jag. But yeah, you're right. 6 tries for Robinson, 5 for Whitfield. And Robinson's just carried on, mate.
Just quietly, I have backed her for a double today.
Oh, you did?
her and Isabel Kelly?
Yes, mate. A double for Kelly as well?
Look at that strike rate. 16 tries in 10 tests.
It's incredible, man. And Aiken, shanked it, just stayed to the left-hand side. But in any event, after 7 minutes of play, it is 4-0 to Australia. Giddy up.
I just want to say a shout out to Olivia Koenig. Welcome inclusion, because any rugby league fan out there last year would have been shell shocked that she was left out of the Pacific Championship squad, and she was the Dally M winner, well deservedly the Dally M winner last year. So well deserved recall.
But anyone that is a little bit not up to speed as well, the head coach for the Jillaroos was swapped out approximately a month ago, maybe less than that. As play gets underway through Clydesdale, she's going to be stopped 25 metres out from her try line.
She's lost
or has she lost it? Yeah, she's lost it, unfortunately.
She has Clydesdale.
All right, well, England have an immediate chance to hit back. A trot, brah. There will be no airing of Channel 9's footage at all, mate. If you can watch it on free to air through 9 Now, or if you can get KO, do that, mate. But you won't be seeing any footage on here, otherwise it'll be taken down, mate. Take it away, Jag.
Yep, so England will feed it. It's with Zoe Harris, just short of the 20. Can England respond? This would be huge if they can. As Bennett gets it away, just short of the 20 again, England. Here they come with Partington, and Partington's closing in on that 10, wrapped up there by Koenig. Bennett, Roche, here's Harris. Harris to show and go, gets it away to Cunningham. Cunningham away to Renoff. Renoff gets it away to Partington, wrapped up there by Kelly. What can they do here, England? Here is Harris. Away to Roche. Roche shows and goes. They look a bit flat here, England. 20 out from the line. They're going backwards. Roche, Harris. And the Jillaroos just meet it straight away. Reading them like a book. Last tackle coming up for England. Bennett, Cunningham. Here is Roche. Roche gets it away to Renoff. And she's dragged down there. great tackle from Clydesdale. She's redeemed herself there, and the Gillaroos do hang on.
Not too bad. It was the first real opportunity, and they haven't played for a little while, but that last play there just showed a bit of a glimpse because their attack is not too bad. England over the past few years, actually, England have kept defensively the opposition to nil in the past 4 matches. So there's a bit to work there for the Lionesses. But now it's third tackle, and the Gillaroos are going to play at 5 short of the 40-meter line, still inside their own territory. And I believe that this is Shannon Marto now that's had a hit up. Higgin waits, passes left. No, she dummied and passed right to Kezzy Apps, who found the space straight up the guts, and she's only got the fullback to beat, and she does that. The prop, she nearly went
tackle.
50 meters. The co-captain nearly went 50 meters, but now Higgins goes right. Cut out pass from Brigginshaw to Penatani, and Penatani puts down the afterburners and scores. Well done, Gillaroos, with a massive run from co-captain Kezzy Apps, Jag.
Yeah, all set up, and then you could see the numbers there. And once you got the ball out there, it was just a matter of who was going to score. And Tiana Penatani had her best year of her career so far last year. And yeah, it was that pass from Olivia Higgins, and then Kezzy Apps. You said it yourself. What a run from the front rower! And then you just had the Lionesses defenses at 6s and 7s, and by the time they got their defense set, the Gillaroos already had them napping. And it was a matter of Penatani or Whitfeld scoring.
Was in the middle of saying that England's defence has kept their opposition to nil over the past 4 matches, but I think they were games against France, and they would have been
Wales,
a match against maybe Wales or something like that. This is completely different opposition, man. They're both coming in with form, but Lionesses is finding out very quickly. Because this, Jag, what's your opinion? This is a question to you. Is this so? The Gillaroos, they have only lost 1 game since 2017. This is the greatest Gillaroos squad that we've ever seen over the past 8 years, isn't it?
The depth's so good. That's due to the fact that the NRLW competition keeps getting better and better every year. And these players are playing that. They play Origin as well. And it'll get even better this year with 2 more teams coming in as well into the competition. And it just continues to get better and better. And just look at the depth. There's lots of star-studded players that aren't in this side. So the Gillaroos' depth compared to some of the other competition teams in the world, this is just a stacked Gillaroos side. You just look at the players that aren't in this side that very well could be in this side.
Absolutely. Shout out to Watch Her Footy. She made up an Australian B side, and it looked just as strong. To your point, it looked just as strong as this first string side for the Gillaroos, man. So to your point, the Gillaroos' depth at the moment is absolutely incredible. It's banging. As Higgins goes left from her own 30-meter line and finds Kelly, and Kelly is able to barge her way to about 5 meters short. That's a great 15-meter play there by the Gillaroos. As Kelly plays the ball, and Higgins goes right. Here's Clydesdale. And here's Marto now. This is probably a 4th or 5th touch of the ball so far in the first 12 minutes or so. Higgins goes right. She's looking for Taryn Aiken. She goes out the back to Brigginshaw. Brigginshaw to Penatani. And strong contact there by her opposing centre. All right, this one is 4th tackle. Brigginshaw ran down the blind side to Whitfeld, and Whitfeld is hung on to there by the winger for the Lionesses, because if she didn't, Whitfeld was away again. Here's Aiken from 20 meters out. She puts in the grubber kick. Upton is right there. Jag.
That's all class.
Oh man. Oh, Upton. Oh,
It was all Taryn Aiken, though, that kick.
Absolutely fantastic stuff. But again, Upton. Of course, it's friggin' Upton. She is arguably the best player in the women's game today.
Yeah, and then Aiken was the Golden Boot winner as well at the end of last year, and she was a real standout in the Pacific Championships, and she is the future halfback of this side. She'll be there for quite some time. And then Tamika Upton on the spot at the right time. She knew that Aitken was putting that kick in for her. And Australia will go ahead to a double-digit lead, 14-0 in just a moment.
Man, they should. We've given her the benefit of the doubt there, but I will too. It will go 14-0. We'll see what happens. But look, to bring it down to serious terms, man. Look, I was a bit worried about England today, and the Jillaroos have just gone back to back.
Oh, she only just got that one.
I know. It looked it's shaven a bit, but the Jillaroos just looked absolutely amazing just then. They've gone back to back, and they can absolutely do it again.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a long afternoon if this keeps up.
Long afternoon for England, not friggin' long for you and I, bro. Not friggin' long for you and I. Absolutely
for our
not.
England supporters watching, good to have you on though.
Thank you. No. Oi, have you got this stream on the Mad Dragons podcast?
We have tried to. We couldn't work it out.
Oh, strike me pink. All right then, bugger.
We'll work it out next time.
Yes, sir. No, for sure, man. All right, so play resumes, and Marto is met by the England defence on the 20-metre line. I'll tell you what, the Lionesses want to be getting down there a little bit quicker than that, man, because Marto is going to play the ball on the 30-metre line. Higgins goes left. This is Clydesdale. Oh, man, skittling the Lionesses. She's able to offload back to Samaima Taufa. They're now up to halfway. We're going to see something very special here to take, Jag. Higgins from dummy half runs a little bit to the right, eventually passes to Apps, and she's just going to take the tackle. It is third tackle. 5 metres inside English territory. Higgins passes right. Brigginshaw able to run a little bit before finding Penatani. Penatani finding Whitfield, who offloads. What a pass from Whitfield back to Koenig. And they're only 20 metres out here, Jag. Play the ball now. Brigginshaw, Higgins looking for Taufa, and Taufa puts the foot down on the accelerator, but she stopped 10 metres out. Higgins now goes left, infield, Aiken scheming, running. Flat pass to Clydesdale, who able to offload. Aiken now, grab a kick. Oh, this is Shannon Marto, who's able to jump and score. Yes, Jag, bro.
Yes. Taryn Aiken has a ball on her string, does she not?
Oh, my God. Well, you're right, man. You said it a minute ago. I've given Upton a rap, but Aiken is absolutely on fire.
And the shorter in goals too, it'll sit up nicely over there, being a shorter in goal as it is compared to the fields out here. 93 metres compared to 100 metres over here.
Jag, I thought that it was a poor option to go for Clydesdale because it looked like it was about to die on last tackle. But Clydesdale, to her credit, was able to fight her way to give the offload back to Aiken. Oh, has the try been confirmed yet, boss?
Not yet.
Oof.
I think that might be Marto's first. Yeah, it is now. Might be Marto's first try for the Jillaroos.
Oh, get out of town. Yes. Well, Jillaroos have beaten the clock, Jag. It's 20 points to 0.
I've been actually getting a few suggestions in my private chat. People suggesting it might have been better if we saw Jillaroos play the rest of the world.
Or just Jillaroos versus New Zealand?
Yes.
Yeah, man. I think New Zealand, I get why England was chosen, but I'll tell you what, there's already 2 teams that aren't coming back to Vegas next year, and that's Warrington. And at the moment, the Lionesses aren't doing too friggin' well, mate.
What about the Warriors earlier today?
Well, that might be their last showing too, just quietly. Alrighty. Listen to us laughing at the Warriors' misery as Shannon Marto met on the 20-metre line, the try scorer, and this time the Lionesses keep her to within inside the 30. Higgins darts to the left, beats one tackler, breaks away from another, and she's up to the 40-metre line. 10 metres out from halfway, Aiken a dummy half, passes to find Taufa, and Taufa, with about 5 post-contact metres, Jillaroos find themselves inside English territory again. It is third tackle. Aiken now with the ball, finds Koenig, and Koenig is taken down on the 40-metre line. I'll just quickly update my banner. And fourth tackle now. Ball spun into Mato, and Mato pops it out to Taufa. The Lionesses haven't had territory in over 6 or 7 minutes. Here is Aiken on last tackle. Cut out past Isabel Kelly. She burns her opposition for speed. Passes right infield for Upton. And Upton beats the fullback, Jag.
This is just a clinic. They're just way too good. Oh, they're just running red hot.
Mwah. Mwah. Yes. Mwah. Yes. Oh, my God. 24 points to nil. After 17 and a half minutes, they are beating the clock.
Well and truly, they're on the way. They're racking up a cricket score.
England's flag is primarily white. They might want to maybe colour in the rest of the red on that flag and just put up the white fucking flag, Jag. What do you reckon?
The way it's good, yeah. England just didn't know what to do there. The class, this entire Australian team is all class. They are all stars in their own right, and the class is showing well and truly. I mean, England, in their own rights, they'd have a good competition and good players in their system playing for England, but the players in this Jillaroo side, they're just at the highest level. They're all great footballers, and they're just putting on a clinic. It's all the Jillaroos.
Well, that has made it, if I'm correct in saying, that's 26 points to nil, 24 points to nil.
Yep, she'd landed the conversion, 26-0.
And the Lionesses can consider themselves a little bit lucky, because if Aiken has slotted all her field goals, we're already looking at 30 points to nil inside the first 20 minutes, basically. Absolutely amazing start from the Jillaroos. And to be honest, as amazing as it is, it's not all that shocking to you and I, mate, because we know how good this Jillaroos side is.
No.
And now we've got Keely Joseph. Was that? It was. Yes, oh, solid.
Comes into the action, yep.
Solid carry there. But the English defence, they made her play it on her own 20 as Apps now.
She's been strong.
Short of the 30-metre line. Higgins goes right. Taufa. This is a little bit better from England, and it has to be. Taufa eventually plays the ball. Ball is found with Brigginshaw, and then out to Koenig, and Koenig just breaks the Lionesses' defence. Oh, and she shaped a pass to Benetani, Jag.
And here they are, England. Can they do something with this? That is Dagger. Can they get some points here, England? Here they go with Davies. They're inside the 10. This is their best chance of the game. Bennett, here's Hardcastle. Within 5 of the line, England. Jillaroos doing well so far. Here's Roche. Now Harris. Here's Holly Mae Dodd from the Canberra Raiders. She's pushed back. Here they come with Harris. Harris onto Renoff. And Renoff dragged back there by Keely Joseph. Bennett. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham. That's with Whitfield. Last tackle coming up for the Lionesses. Their best chance in the game so far. Not that they've had that many. Roche with the grubber in behind. And her former Newcastle teammate gets it to Tamika Upton.
Good defence there. Good defence. Here's Whitfield now with the first carry of the set. She's going to play the ball 12 metres out. Jillaroos running right to left. And the pass from dummy half comes left in field. But Julia Robinson decides to go back out to the top side of the paddock. And she'll play the ball 20 metres out. It's 26 points to nil. And now Penatani received the pass. She's got clean air. She's up the field. She's got a bit of support. And it's hit the glass. but it's in the hands of Koenig. It did go backwards. Good call from the referee. They're 30 meters out here. Fourth tackle. Koenig plays the ball. Brigginshaw from dummy half passes left infield for Upton. Upton out to Aiken. Cut out pass for Isabel Kelly. Pops it off to Julia Robinson, who fends away from one. But there's the number 3 for the Lionesses there to capture her. Thank you. Renoff. Kelly from dummy half. Last tackle. Passes right infield for Aiken. And Aiken puts in another grubber kick. But this one, I was going to say not as effective.
Togatuki, what a tackle.
But Togatuki makes it a goal line dropout for the Lionesses.
First play of the game for her. She's just come into the action. She showed the moves on Fremont Street the other night, didn't she, Sam?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did, mate. Oh, mate, you call this set, bro. You call this
Rosh
set, Jack.
with the dropout. Taken there by Aiken. Aiken gets it away. And Togatuki with the run back. Oh, she's lost the ball, Togatuki.
Well, that's all right. That's your fault. Oh, dear.
we put the mock on her. As Harris. Here's Bennett. Bennett's within 35 out.
Penalty.
And what's happening here?
Oh, no. There might be an injury. I'm sorry, ladies and gents, for anyone that's never watched Wobble and Jaw Sports live streams before. It's Togatuki.
Got the knock to the head, it looks like.
Right. I don't turn the volume up just because I fear about the copyright strike sort of stuff. But Togatuki, man. Is that Holly Mae Dodd?
Didn't quite see it.
It could have been.
She'll most likely have to go for a HIA.
See, Jag, what's your opinion on this, mate? Like, Togatuki, obviously player welfare is number one, obviously. But that play happened on the 30-meter line of Lionesses' side of halfway, and then a break was made.
It is Holly Mae Dodd.
It was. But England had a little bit of momentum, and it was clear for them to play on. For me personally...
will reset, yeah.
Exactly. For me personally, Jag, I think you just got to play that on because Sarah Togatuki is so far downfield. And now the Jillaroos have just reset themselves, bro.
Yep. They've all got the defensive line in stat. As play gets back underway, Harris, here's Rosh away to... Sorry, I didn't quite get whose seat that was. That's Whitfield. Rosh, Dagger. Now that's Hardcastle. Rosh to Cunningham. Cunningham goes sideways a little bit. That's another player into the action now for England. As Bennett gets it away to Cunningham. Cunningham show and go. Harris stepped off her right, went back to her left. Met there by Clydesdale and Joseph. Bennett will run it on the last. And she's taken. That was a poor end to the set for England. And Yasmin Clydesdale read it like a book.
I got to say, England look more likely when they've worked it for the right side of their attack as Kelly copped a shoulder to the sternum hard there. She plays the ball. All right, Jillaroos running right to left. And this is Julia Robinson, backing her way to about 25 meters out from her own try line. Higgins waits, and she passes right. That is out to Koenig, and she's going to be stopped on the 30-meter line. Higgins, a dummy half, decides to go down the shorter side again with Brigginshaw. She stops, slips. Oh, she slipped. I hope she's okay, but she's smiling. Yeah.
Could
always
be the
afraid.
American service.
And this is Joseph getting up to just short of halfway by a meter or so. So last tackle here. And now Brigginshaw just puts in the kick and it finds a bit of grass, Jag. But it's going over the dead ball.
Goal will be a 20-meter tap coming up for the Lionesses.
Right. Well, Jag, do you think it feels like that the Lionesses have maybe just stopped momentum, the runaway tracks for the past couple of minutes?
Yeah, they have. They've been, and they needed to. They needed to stand up and try and settle the score and stop the momentum of the Jewelers and just try and settle their way back into the game and try and hopefully grab some points and put themselves in the position to do that. If they can weather the storm, they can have some joy there. Looks like Clydesdale copped a knock to the head there, but anyway, then England work it up with Holly Mae Dodd. Offload, Bennett. And that's Harris. Strong tackle, Isabel Kelly. Here they go with Bennett. Here's Holly Mae Dodd. Over the 40. Fourth tackle for England. Here's Bennett at dummy half. To Harris. Harris will try the chip over the top, the spiral.
Oh, Jag! Jag!
Upton. Is Upton going to get a hat-trick? It looks like she will, won't she? Upton has a hat-trick. You can bring up 30 now. It is 30-0 the Aussies.
It's Julia Robinson catching, spinning out of the Lionesses' defense. It was, I don't think that's the kick that she wanted. Like, surely not. That's not the result she wanted. But Robinson just spins away from her opposition, looked inside after running 30 meters and said, Upton, there you go. Oh, Jag.
Yeah. I mean, I could see what they were trying to do, but the kick just went a bit too deep. If she got the right bounce and didn't go too deep, it might have come off for England. But but Robinson was there. She read what Harris was up to. And then as soon as she saw Upton in support, she said, here you go, Tamika. Off you go. You finish it off.
30 points to nil, and they're still beating the clock. Look, we've seen them take on Papua New Guinea as Aiken shoots and misses.
She's shamed again.
Alrighty, well, that's something to be looked at now. But it's 30 points to nil after 27 minutes. Absolutely amazing, mate. We are going to see a massive scoreline. I'm sorry. We're going to see a massive scoreline. Now, to anybody who's watching right now in their right, thank you very much for choosing me and Jag to listen to and watch to. Now, in the name of the title, there is a hyperlink to the Mad Dragons vodcast. Click that, and it will take you to the Mad Dragons YouTube page. And please go and support them, like and subscribe to their channel as well. They are consistently working at their craft, and they're high entertainment value as well, man. As England
go with Tuesday. Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. New South Wales time.
Alrighty then. Now,
be previewing our game against the Bulldogs.
Off again. Oh, is this going out on the full? Oh, nearly did. It was caught on the full there by, I think it was
Julia Robinson.
I think it looks like Robinson. Alrighty, so jersey
Quincy
16
Dodd
out there. Oh, Togatuki is back out there too. Quincy Dodd, her first play wasn't too bad for Isabel Kelly. Oh, and Isabel Kelly got cut down there a bit. Second tackle, 5 short of halfway. Ball's in field for Joseph. Here's Apps now. She's able to offload. Yes, she does. To Brigginshaw. Oh, I think Brigginshaw dropped her lollies. Or she just caught it before it touched the grass. So Dodd from dummy half puts Joseph back under. And they're 45 metres out from the try line here. They're inside English territory. It's fourth tackle. Dodd right to Brigginshaw. Out the back to Aiken. Flat for Penatani. Oh, good tackle. Good tackle from hard pass. Whitfield from dummy half. Passes left infield for Aiken. Aiken puts up a banana spiraling bomb. And it's knocked on by the Lionesses. Picked up by Whitfield. Oh, it's a penalty for the Lionesses. Rude.
Yep.
Was it because we were offside, or was she touched early?
I didn't quite see what it was for. Yeah, offside. Penatani in front of Aiken.
Oh, man.
As we said, like, you look at the Gillaroos side, I mean, in what team would you have a player like Jess Surgis on the bench?
And what a tackle there from the defense of Gillaroos. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, man. Surgis, I don't know what she's going to do when she comes on, eh?
I reckon she'll be. They might use her in the middle of the field as they used her in the Pacific Championships last year. As Bennett gets it away, here's Paige Travis heading down under this year. She'll be joining the Parramatta Eels. Good to see some of the players from the UK play NRLWs. Holly Mae Dodd, wrapped up by Joseph and Dodd. Rosh on the fourth actually. Will it go there? Yes, it will. They are shorter in goals over there in Vegas, so they're not quite 100-meter fields as they are like in Australia, are they, Sam?
No, of course not. But it wasn't too bad of a kick. But if she just had those extra couple of meters, it might have actually sat up. So unlucky bounce there. It wasn't a bad kick. It was just unlucky. And this is Jakaya Whitfeld now, and this is the first tackle. Oh, penalty now to Australia. Oh, that's the last thing the Lionesses friggin' needed, wasn't it?
Oh, did she?
Shit. And then Marto.
Coming back on. Off after a HIA. Is it a HIA? Yep, Togatuki's finally succumbed to that HIA. Right.
That took a little bit too long there, Jag, but anyway, play on. First tackle, Dodd passes right for Koenig. As Jag pointed out, the Dally M Women's Player of the Year last season, who was randomly left out, but we'll leave that conversation for now, as Kezi Apps gets up over the 40-metre line. Gillaroos are about 35 metres away from the try line. It's third tackle. They're central. Dodd goes left, finds Aiken. Aiken is afforded to run a bit, popping the ball out for Isabel Kelly. And Kelly from 30 metres out just absolutely scorches Allegiant Stadium's turf to make it 34-0.
Yep. They are just far too clinical, far too good. Isabel Kelly's probably the best centre in the game, and she doesn't just have good footwork, but she's super strong as well. And that's another try assist for Taryn Aiken.
Yeah, Taryn Aiken is... look, Kelly's absolutely smiling like a Cheshire cat. She knows she's going to score. Oh, man, this is dominant, mate.
The Roosters teammates combining there.
Absolutely. Yeah, I forgot Aiken was a Rooster, bugger. Oh, man. Well, I just don't know what to say without putting the boot in too much, though, Jag. They're just crying out for halftime, are the Lionesses.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Does Taryn Aiken still have the kicking boots, though?
Well, this will be interesting. I don't think I see her in the huddle there.
England are quite, as you said earlier, England are quite lucky she doesn't have her kicking boots on today.
Not wrong. If she did, we're already looking at a 42-0 scoreline. So she shoots from the sideline. Oh, it was better, but it just flexed away to the left-hand side. So there's still approximately 3 minutes remaining in this first half for the Gillaroos and England. I was very confident, like you were, Jag, probably, about a Gillaroos victory today, but would have liked to have seen a little bit more fight from England.
Yeah.
And it's hard to... I'd say maybe Taryn Aiken is the woman of the match so far.
Yeah, she's been involved in everything.
Everything. Upton wouldn't be too far away as the kickoff grubbers along the field. And this is Shannon...
has been quite good as well, I thought.
Marto, yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Alrighty. Shannon Marto took a while to get back up to her feet. And this is
the only middle forward that's played the whole time. So she's
still out there.
Yes.
Yeah, too right. There she is there at first receiver for Brickenshaw, and then out to Koenig, and then out to Penatani. Or if Whitfield was just a little bit closer to Penatani, I reckon Tiana could have gotten it to her. Hardcastle, I think, or there's a player down for the Lionesses, unfortunately. Player's probably going to be stopped here for a second. It's Rosh.
Can't afford to
Fourth
lose.
tackle, Koenig, Penatani, all bumped heavy by the winger, who was Amy Hardcastle. Dodd left for Brigginshaw, and Brigginshaw kicks the belly of the ball, and it comes down. Oh, nice take there from the English fullback.
Yep, nice take there from Dagger. Taken there by Clydesdale and Marto. Harris at dummy half, away to Paige Travis. In fact, that was at Partington. Looked like she's a bit winded there, Dagger. As they go, here they go. What's going on here? It's a knock on from England. They are just their own worst enemy at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah. There's been a couple of errors from Gillaroos, but the way that England have been defending and then making errors like that. Alrighty. Look, I'll say that Hardcastle has done not too badly for the job that she's got to do. She's been a standout, but she's always been a standout for England. As from 30 metres out, Australia win the scrum. Brigginshaw passes out the back to Upton, and from about 25 metres out, from the top side of the paddock, they play the ball, and it's coming field for Brigginshaw, who puts Kezi Apps back under, who deserves a try just quietly. Dodd at dummy half. Third tackle. Passes left for Brigginshaw. Brigginshaw left for Aiken. She stops. Cut out pass for Robinson. There's no one in front of Robinson, and she's going to score again.
That's a lethal left side. That is a lethal left side.
But again, Taryn Aiken, the try assist, the absolute friggin' master at the moment. She's untouchable, bro.
Yeah, she's just got, as I said, she's got the ball on the string. She's had her fingerprints all over this game. This is the real reason she was the Golden Boot winner at the end of last year.
She's been magnificent today. And it's only the first half.
Yep.
And if she can just freaking kick straight as the goal kicker,
we'd be closing in on 50.
Well, I think it would be 48-0. If she was to slip this one over, it'd be 48-0. A 50-0 halftime score, basically. Struth.
Yep. We've seen, well, so far today, we've seen 3 dominant games, 3 one-sided games.
Unfortunately.
Yep, not a good spectacle when you're trying to promote the game over there.
It is Brigginshaw. She shoots. It's not going to come back.
Way to go to the right, and it's half time.
And that's just about as dominant as it gets in a game of rugby league, whether you're male or female. It is 38 points to 0 at halftime in favour of the Gillaroos. Taryn Aiken, the star of the show at the moment for the Gillaroos. Let's go into the team list, team stats, bro.
It's women against girls right now. That's
perfect. Exactly, well put, man.
Australia just showing their experience and class. As I said, England don't have that exposure of playing their competition like the NRLWs. The NRLW just gets better and better every year, and they play against the best players in the game, play against each other. This is the first time. This would be a different experience for a lot of these England girls. First time they've ever played Australia. So
very much so.
So this would be an experience for them, but I don't know if they're starstruck or haven't risen to the occasion, but it's just all the Gillaroos at the moment. Who was to say that if they were playing someone like the Kiwi Ferns, it wouldn't be any different, because the Gillaroos pretty much comfortably beat the Kiwi Ferns in the Pacific Championships as well.
Yep. Well, from what I've seen, and I want your opinion on this as well, from what I've seen, you can't have England back to face the Gillaroos. The Gillaroos need to maintain to be the star spectacle for the women's game in Las Vegas for the foreseeable future, but you need to have New Zealand over there. It was due. An England versus Australia game was due. As you said before, hasn't happened since 2017. So we needed to see England versus Australia to see where England really is at. And they're coming into the game with form. They've only lost 2 games out of 18 or something like that since the year 2018. But it's the opposition that they've been able to defeat that is lower than them. And England, they may have had a false sense of security coming into this contest against the greatest Jillaroos team that we have ever seen and will continue to see dominate the women's game for the next couple of seasons. But between Warrington and Warriors and now the Lionesses, thank you very much for your time, but we won't be seeing them back next year, I don't think. I think next season you can bring back Wigan, since they won their contest very well today and since they initiated the English Super League to go over there in the first place with the email from their chairman. So I think you can see Wigan back, but we've got to see Australia versus New Zealand at this
or
test
even
match.
The best of the world or something.
And even so, I mean, it might be pushing it a little bit too much here, but maybe we could see a Samoa versus X, a Samoa versus X team sort of thing, but maybe a little bit more women's rugby league to be played at Las Vegas. Who knows? But at this point in time, we can't have England or the Lionesses take on Australia next year again. There is still so much work to do for the Lionesses.
And we don't like to see these scores. Like, you want to see those competitive scores. You want to see England get better. You want to see New Zealand get better. Like,
exactly.
It's good that Australia's up there, and they've got it so good at the moment, but you want to see the game grow in other parts of the world as well. And England is one of those countries where you want to see them competing.
Yep, absolutely. And look, there have been a couple of players for the Lionesses that have done well, one of them being Hardcastle. But she's been around for a long time and she's the veteran, and there needs to be that young player that can step up and say, hey, maybe not today, but I can be the future. Nobody's done that yet for the Lionesses, unfortunately. But again, it's hard to be too critical of them considering they're taking on the greatest Jillaroos team we have ever seen and likely will ever see. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, Jack, about the Lionesses, and we still got another half a footy to go. And look, you say that it's not good for the game. As supporters, this is absolutely awesome from the Jillaroos, man. I cannot wait until the Pacific Championships to come around in the next, 8 to 10 months or thereabouts, man. They've been awesome, bro.
Yeah, this NRLW season is going to be a big one too. When all these players return to their clubs and Origin as well later in the year.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So let's try and decipher who is the woman of the match so far, and I'll share my screen as well in 3, 2, 1. And just quickly to the dozen people that are in here right now, please consider liking the content and subscribing, and also going to check out the Mad Dragons podcast. Link to their channel is in the title of the name. So thank you very much. So I'll just go into team stats now and refresh the page just in case. So team stats, where did you go? Team stats, 64% possession in favor of the Jillaroos. It's nearly double. It's nearly double. And it says there it's 80% completion rate for the Lionesses. I don't know if I should believe that or not, mate, because they've dropped it a few more times than twice, just quietly. But look at the run meters, 1,100 to 400.
700 meters, wow.
Holy smokes. 10 line breaks to 0. Kick return meters, 197. The Lionesses haven't had anywhere near the same amount of the pill. But when the Lionesses have kicked it on last play, it's still 197 kick return meters for Australia. It's only 18 for England. So they're scoring tries, so they're not having to kick on last tackle, right? But when they've had to kick, England haven't been afforded any friggin' momentum, any sort of luxury to get out of their own end.
Well, you look at the classy back three we've got in Upton, Whitfield, and Robinson, who are very good at running the ball back, and we've seen that today. Upton and Robinson have been involved in a lot of our tries.
Yep. Missed tackles. Jillaroos have missed 8, and then 26 to the Lionesses as well.
That's
That's
massive.
that. Yes, yes, it is the stat. And then errors 3-2-2-1. It's just complete dominance, man. And unfortunately, well, we're going to have fun seeing the Jillaroos continue to add on the horror. It's just the game is over, and the Jillaroos have won this match. It's just a matter of how much we're going to see them win by Jag. And what do you reckon is going to happen? Do you think the Jillaroos will take the foot off the pedal?
I don't think so. I think they could close in on 80. They could. This could be another 38 points in this second half.
And the other conversation to have too now is that the Lionesses, now that they've got this game, now they've won this game and they're experiencing the contest against the Jillaroos, this should in theory help them level up. They should take a lot of learnings out of this game to then move on up and try to evolve from this game, Jag.
Yeah, and it'd be good to see some more of the England players come out to the NRLW and test themselves against the best of the best. We've seen, well, we've got what, 4 or 5 players from the UK that's players in the current NRLW season, in the competition, and we'd like to see more players come out here because there are some good players over there, but to get better and improve, I think that they might look at considering and coming to Australia and play NRLW.
But in saying that, though, that cripples their domestic competition, doesn't it? So it's a catch-22, man. Just quickly, so we saw the first game today between Wigan and Warrington. That ended up being about 48 points to 24 in favour of the Wigan Warriors. And then we saw the Raiders versus the Warriors. Jag, talk to us about the Raiders versus Warriors, mate.
I thought this was going to be a close game, to be honest. The Raiders, they just did their job. The Warriors just had no spark in attack. I didn't see any. They were awful. Absolutely awful. I mean, there was a lot of talk that Sean Johnson's hung up the boots. Luke Metcalf got first crack at halfback. The Warriors really didn't offer much at all. The Raiders, they've got a very young, exciting team. I know it's only round 1, but the signs look good. Xavier Savage, I thought he was electrifying. And Savelia Tamale, his first game for the Raiders. Quietly, he's a Dragons junior, so I'm a bit angry that Flano let him go. But he looked very good as well. So if the Raiders can keep that up, I wouldn't surprise me if they play finals footy this year.
Oh man, it friggin' would for me, man. I tipped the Raiders to be approximately 14th by the end of the year, but after that, I mean, it is only one game, so we need to just chill out. But we're like friggin' birds pecking at the meat of some leftovers, man. Like there's going to be nothing left of it. But the Raiders were super impressive today, man. Especially
they're in it for a long year. The Warriors.
Yeah, I think so too. Because if you guys didn't see it, Terry and I called Raiders and Warriors, and he was talking about the trial that the Sharks and Warriors had a couple of weeks ago, and it was the Warriors that were in front, and then the Warriors took their team off, and then the Sharks were able to come back, and it ended up being a draw. So the Warriors weren't actually all that in greater form, were they? No. Coming into this game, and they also flat track bullied the Melbourne Storm, who offered up a C-string side. Yes, man. Yeah. Yes. So, I tipped the Warriors a little bit higher, but that's not a first good sign. But it is only one game of footy. And then today, Penrith versus Cronulla, man. What are your thoughts on that upcoming contest?
That's the big game. A lot of people saying, "Oh, they've lost Luai, they've lost Fisher Harris. Oh, they can't do a 5-peat." They do it every year. The Panthers, they lose players and they just bring their next man in and do the job. They know their job. Ivan Cleary has them well coached. I mean, you look the other week, they played Manly in that trial. There was only, I think it was pretty much a Jersey flag side, and they destroyed Manly.
Yep.
Who are you to say that Penrith won't win 5? I mean, that would be. We talk about St. George, they won 11 back in the 60s, but to see someone win 5 premierships in a row, in this day and age with the salary cap here and that. That is that will be something special if we do see that. The Sharks, Vanilla Blake, a good addition to their side, gives them some go forward and some size. But the big thing is for the Sharks, if they need to go to that next level and maybe push Melbourne and Penrith this year, they need a big year from their number 7, Nico Hines. He's yet to deliver in those big games. If he can do that and really steer the Sharks ship around, it's not all on him, but he's their main man. He's their $1 million player. He's really got to step up in the big moments if the Sharks want to do anything in this competition this year. They've been in and around in the top 4 for the last couple of years, but they've got to go to that next level if they want to compete for a premiership against teams like Melbourne and Penrith that come the back end of the year.
So what does your crystal ball say about this game today, man? Who are you tipping?
For me, I'm going to go with the Panthers. I just think they're just too clinical. They're a bit too strong. I think Cleary will be up for the occasion. And the Panthers, they'll be just a little bit too strong for the Sharks.
The more I'm thinking about it, man, the more I'm getting excited about Penrith versus Cronulla, because I genuinely think that this is, I said this in my ladder predictions episode a couple of weeks ago, I think this is a grand final preview, Jag. I have the Sharks up very, very high. I do think Penrith can make it back to the grand final. I'm tipping a Panthers-Sharks grand final this year, man. So I'm so keen to see, especially what Cronulla offer up. But I'm keen to see, and I've said it already, but Cleary and Edwards, they haven't played any trials. They're coming off of operations. This is their first fair income hit out. And if there's any players that can hit the ground running after surgery, it is those two players. But it will be very, very interesting to see.
No Brod Tile today either for the Panthers.
And that's another thing too. And no Sunia Taruva as well. He obviously gone off to the Tigers. But there might not be as many meters being made out of their own end for the Panthers like there usually would be. So the Sharks need to know that, and they need to capitalize on that as well, Jag.
Yeah. I think too, it's going to be interesting to see how Jack Cole goes. He gets first crack at 6. Blaze Talangi, their recruit from Parramatta. He's just coming back from, I think he's had a shoulder injury, and he's been cut from the squad to play today. But be interested to see if he does come into the 6 when he does get fit, as the Gillaroos make their way back onto the field.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. With much due respect to the English supporters, Jag, are we seeing 80 today?
I think so. I think so. I hate to do that to the English viewers, and a lot of English viewers at the ground in Vegas too. Not far from the States there, but the Gillaroos are just on song. And I think they can continue on with it in the second half as they make.
Oh my God!
She's out cold.
Was that Clydesdale or it was Togatuki?
It was Togatuki again.
Struth, Jag.
She's made some big hits today. Oh, she's out cold. She's gone. Who is that for England? I didn't quite see who it was, but that might be her. That might be her afternoon gone. It's Vicky. It's Vicky Whitfield.
That's as hard of a hit as I've seen in the women's game. That was brutal.
What a start to the second half.
That's stunning, man. That's so scary, and it's so good from the Gillaroos. From a supporters' perspective, they're up 38-0, and Sarah Togatuki just came out of the sheds with a rocket upper like that. Like that's amazing, Jag. But all thoughts with Miss Whitfield, that she was out before she hit the ground.
Never like to see this in the games. I don't know if there was a shoulder involved. I didn't quite see the collision. I'm sure we'll get another replay of it shortly.
I didn't watch much of Wigan versus Warrington, mate, but that was the biggest hit of the day.
I didn't see much of the game. I just hear it was a one-sided game. Wigan are the defending champions in the Super League, and Sam Burgess actually said during the coverage, Warrington have not won a title in 70 years.
I hate it when you interview coaches in the middle of the game, man. Like they do that in State of Origin. I hate it when that happens, eh?
They got to think about the game.
Yes, dude. Yeah, look, I mean, give us an opportunity to talk about friggin' Taryn Aiken, man. They're just showing highlights of Upton and Aiken and all the Gillaroos tries so far. But yeah, Upton has had great support play and she scored a hat-trick of tries. But Taryn Aiken, she's been absolutely masterful today.
Yep. Togatuki, that's the second time she's going off for HIA.
Oh, well, surely it's got to be the final time now, mate.
Shannon Marto comes back into the action. She's not leaving anything out there, is she? Sarah Togatuki as the Medicab has entered Allegiant Stadium.
She did her ACL a couple of years ago, didn't she? And she missed, I don't think she missed a season, but I think she missed half a season of the NRLW last year, I think.
23, I think it was, yeah. Or
maybe the year before. So, and that's just a reminder to everyone that Sarah Togatuki is one of the most, despite her height, is one of the most fearsome players in the NRLW, bro. She is a force, an absolute force to be reckoned with. As we've got Miss Whitfield, who, well, the stretch has been brought out. I think she's been plonked onto it, and play should resume shortly. But that's the hit of the day. I hope it was a legal hit. I think it was, but that was massive.
But yeah, you never like to see this. As the England crowd looks very, very quiet.
Fantastic that they're still sitting there, mate. Fantastic that they're still there.
Yep.
Warrington fans are having one of the worst days of all time. Just quietly. Oh. Got Dylan Edwards up on the screen now.
Yep. Without a doubt, this will be the game of the day, the Panthers and the Sharks.
Yep.
But then again, at the moment, I reckon my grand final, I'm not going to go devil's advocate here, but I'm going to go again. I'm going to pick Melbourne and Penrith are the two top sides right now. I know everyone doesn't want Melbourne, Penrith, but they're just on another level. Melbourne.
Look, Melbourne are going to go deep again, mate. They're going to go deep again. But I'm going to create a voodoo doll later this year, mate. Let me tell you. So Miss Whitfield is still on the grass. I really hope it's not a broken jaw.
No. I mean, look at that. Stefano Utoya Kamanu, as Melbourne Storm do, Craig Bellamy gets the best out of his players, and Stefano Utoya Kamanu will go to another level at the Melbourne Storm, like everyone else that's gone down there, and they've improved their game out of sight.
Look, man, I hope so for him. I don't know what kind of pay packet he's on down at Melbourne, just quietly, but his trial against North Queensland, whilst it was just a trial, I wasn't overly enthused by what I saw. He had a bit of mongrel in him. He had a bit of sting in him, but it was just a trial. So I've got to see a little bit more of big Stefano Utoya Kamanu.
Whitfield's on the stretcher now. All smiles are the Gillaroos, though.
Well, I was just about to say again, man, like with all due respect, it's fantastic to see them come out with that sort of intensity, knowing that they've already got the game won.
Yeah. What would the American fans be thinking? Like they think the men are mad not wearing helmets and pads. They've seen some footage of our game,
Yeah,
and they're seeing women do it. Let's do it now.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. But as you said, man, like we've seen 3 blowouts today, so that's not good. Like that's not good for the growth of the game. But it's been entertaining enough.
I've heard some in the limelight this week. Quietly, Melbourne Cowboys, Bulldogs, and Dragons are tipped to be the teams next year.
Are you gonna go?
No, I don't know. It's a lot of cash to go over there.
Stories, mate, give that freaking country any money. I know it's a long way to go give that country any money at this point in time. But I will say, though, I disagree with one of those teams. I don't think it will be Melbourne Storm for some reason. I don't know why they haven't pulled the trigger on that one yet. But I actually think we're going to get a Bulldogs Dragons, and I think we're going to get an Eels Cowboys foursome in Las Vegas next year. Just from what I've heard from Peter V'landys and Andrew Abdo about little hints that they've been given out, I think we're going to get Cowboys, Eels, Bulldogs, Dragons. But in saying that, though, Dan Ganane said something about Melbourne Storm. Victoria just sitting there waiting for AFL to happen. Could you imagine if Storm go over next season and it's just Storm domination in the Melbourne headlines? Like, AFL would have the ultimate irrits with that. As
Whitfield's been taken from the field.
Whitfield has been taken from the field. Now, Roche has got the ball in hand. So this is a penalty now. Right. So it wasn't a
shoulder from Togatuki.
Take it away, bro.
So England, play resumes from that little break. And Cunningham away to Hoyle. On the 40. It's Motta's head at dummy half. Roche. Here's Sykes. Sykes inches closer to the halfway line. Motta's head. Here's Cunningham. Harris. And Keely Joseph wraps her up, as does Yasmin Clydesdale. Motta's head. Here's Cunningham. Cunningham to Roche. And Dagger weaves away from 1-2. It's down there to Davies. 4th tackle, England. Here's Paige Travis, just over halfway. Last tackle for the Leonesses. Motta's head. Georgia Roche goes high in the sky. Upton does well and takes it on the full.
She passes it out left to Robinson. And Robinson's able to get about 25 metres out from her own try line. Gillaroos are running left to right and pass right infield here for Isabel Kelly. And she makes huge metres on that play, up over the 40-metre line for Isabel Kelly. Upton at dummy half, passes left to Clydesdale now. She bumps away from 2 or 3 before passing out to Upton. And now it's in the hands of Quincy Dodd. They're 40 metres away from the try line here, and it's 3rd tackle already here for the Gillaroos. Upton from dummy half, passes right, finds Joseph. Joseph able to make approximately 10 metres on that play. Great run by her. She's made an impact since coming off the bench, actually. Dodd right to Aiken. Aiken out the back to Brigginshaw. Now on to Penatani. Spun out to Whitfeld, and she's taken down to the turf. Ball's gone backwards. It's loose. Brigginshaw now, last tackle. Aiken passes back right to Koenig. Koenig just puts down the foot on the accelerator. It's 4th tackle still. Penatani out left. Aiken, grab a kick. And it's going to be too big.
First grab a kick that hasn't come off for Aiken.
Diggsy, hey man, how are you? Up the Roos? Up the Gillaroos. Yes, sir, mate.
As the restart, the 20-metre tap coming from England, that was Dagger. And Motta's head gets the ball away, and that's who's that there for England? Looks like Davies. Taryn Aiken being best player so far on the ground. Motta's head. Here's Hardcastle, one of the more experienced players in this English side.
Oh,
It's been dropped there
it's
by
picked up
Renoff.
by Clydesdale from about 40 metres out. She passes left to Kelly after the error from the Lionesses.
And there's a 40.
And the Jillaroos have crossed over for 40 points. And we're not 40 minutes in yet. They're still beating the clock, Jag.
Yep. Again, England, fumble there from Bennett. And then Clydesdale just scooped it up. She probably knew she didn't have the pace. She's screaming. Isabel Kelly on her outside. And finally got it away. Isabel Kelly, there was no stopping her that close.
I'm going to give her the 2 points here, by the way, whether it's Brickenshaw or Aitken. It's going to be 44 points to nil after 39 minutes. Wow.
Kelly has been one of the standouts as well. I know she's had a lot of good quality ball to her, but she's still got to finish those off.
I agree. No, I genuinely agree with that, mate. You got to make it work for you. As Aitken is back on the tee. Come on, Aitken. Well done. Yeah. 44 points to nil after 40 minutes.
And then the season in Australia begins on Thursday. 6 games, back down under next week.
And I'm at work. I'm at work on the night shift. I'm going to be absolutely useless on that night shift. I won't be able to control myself. One eye will be looking that way. The other one will be looking straight ahead.
Isabel Kelly's come off, so I think this is where we see Jess Surges come into the game.
Right on.
Surges has come on.
Right on. Let's go, dude. And it's smart. It's smart from Coach
They've got the game won.
All right, so it's taken on the full inside their own 20 by Julia Robinson, and she charges back towards the 30-meter line. Jillaroos running left to right. Dodd passes right, finds Marto. Marto offloads out the back after running about 8 meters. Dodd picks it up, passes out left to Clydesdale, and she backs her way to halfway. They're up the top of the screen here, are the Jillaroos. Calls for penalty, but none forthcoming. Dodd passes right infield for Marto, and Marto puts Joseph back under, and Dodd says, just hold on to the friggin' pill. It's third tackle. Jillaroos is central, or just a little bit left of center, and Dodd's able to run a little bit. And, oh, man, if she had a bit more Milo in her run, she might have broken the line. There's Aiken, a dummy half. Passes right. Finds Ali Brickenshaw. Flat pass to Koenig. She's able to offload out to Tamika Upton. She puts on the afterburners, and she beats 4 Lionesses to score her 4th try of the day. 48 points to nil, Jag.
Yeah, wow. She's been involved in everything. Her and Taryn Aiken. She's just behind Taryn Aiken in the player of the match, but she is just an out-and-out superstar, she is. And what a buy she will be for the Brisbane Broncos later this year.
You can't bring that up, mate. That's too scary. It's too scary to think about Upton with Brickenshaw again. Oh,
and Robinson.
And Robinson. Oh, man.
What about the footwork there?
Yeah, dude. But the power as well. There's 3 Lionesses hanging off of her.
And she still gets it down.
And she still has the wherewithal to, like, put it down, man. Like, spin around and put it down. Dude, like, this is, as a fair income Jillaroo as fair income Jillaroo supporters, you and I, this is absolutely unbelievable. This Aitken gets another one. It's
half century.
It's 50 points to nil, man.
Oh, Isabel Kelly's got the ice on her leg.
Hopefully that's just precautionary.
I don't think we'll see her back into the game today.
That's all right. She's already got her 2 tries, mate.
No, she hasn't got 1.
Oh, she's just got the 1? It's just the 1. My apologies. You're correct.
Yep, I needed to get another try.
Oh, true. That's right. Yes.
She won't get 1 now.
Yes.
As Rosh will kick us back. It'd be nice to see England at least get 1 try. but
It would, mate, but I don't know.
just for the good of the game, but no.
So kickoff is commenced and it's squibbing its way down to the in-goal area as Clydesdale says, bring it on, and gets to the
Nice
20-meter line. It is a great run, man. Oh, come on, get off her, ref. Get off her. Should have been a penalty.
A penalty.
Marto, oh, man, met solidly there by the Lionesses. Backs her way to the 30-meter line. And Dodd from dummy half passes right, finds Joseph. Joseph goes out the back to Briginshaw, and then Briginshaw passes out to Koenig, and Koenig will play the ball about 8 short of halfway. Dodd scoots to the left, but finds Apps, who's back out there now. And they're in English territory again. Dodd on 4th goes left eventually to Joseph, and Joseph just settles things down. So they're going to kick about 45 meters away through Aiken, and it's going down the left-hand side, the top side of the paddock, and it's allowed to bounce. Oh, Surgis has picked it up, and she's going to score. But I'll tell you what, she did shove the defender, didn't she? I think
you can't do that. Yep,
that's
sent up for no try. I think she'll get this one taken off. But again, England, why would they let the ball bounce in this situation? As Gus Gould has said many times, you let the ball bounce, you bring disappointment into your life. You never let the ball bounce.
Yep. So it's bounced.
She's pushed her. She's pushed her there. That's a penalty.
Yep. No try, unfortunately. But considering the game's already done, give it to her. But it won't be. No try. All right.
Fair call. Penalty to England. Jess Surgis penalised for foul play. Bennett's back on now for England, and they carry it up. That's with Hardcastle. She'll play it back. Bennett's at dummy half. Cunningham. Met there by Joseph and Kezi Apps. 2 strong defenders, both of them. Here's Hoyle. Another back-to-back tackle there from Joseph. She's made a lot of tackles today. Roche. Just over the 40, England. Bennett. Here's Harris. Harris will go towards the wing and taken on the full there by Upton.
And Upton will play the ball left of centre, about 12 metres out from her own try line. Aiken, a dummy half, passes right. And this is Jess Surgis backing away to about 25 metres out from the try line. Dodd passes right from dummy half. Here's Whitfeld. Nice post-contact meters there. And still continuing. Going. Wow, that's about a 10, 15-metre carry. Well done. We'll play the ball on the 40-metre line. Dodd ran a little bit, passing right. Here's Taufa running diagonally, breaking the line, finding Upton, and Upton.
That's 5.
Scores the try. 54 points to 0 with a kick coming after 45 minutes, Jag.
Yeah. Samaima Taufa is one of the best middle forwards in the game, if not the best. And she does that time and time again. There was a gaping hole in the middle of the England defence. And as soon as she saw Tamika, goodbye. Quincy Dodd did well to spot Samaima Taufa, though, with that space. She's electrifying out of dummy half to Quincy Dodd.
5 tries, mate. Unbelievable. And again, it's worth mentioning 5 conversion attempts have been missed. That's 10 points. We're already looking at a 66-point nil scoreline if goals were converted.
Drinking the old pickle juice.
All right. With that conversion, it is now 56 points to 0 in favour of Australia.
Nathan Cleary.
What do you reckon of their warm-up tees, man?
Just credit to their old team back in the what decade was that from? The 80s or 90s, I'd say.
I want to say really early 90s.
Yeah, I think so. And the Sharks, not many players there for them.
All right, so play commences, and Samaima Taufa gets up over the 20-meter line. We'll play the ball on the side closest to the interchange. Dodd passes left infield. Joseph, and then Joseph popped it out for Marto. And she's going to play the ball about 15 short of halfway. There's a bit of push and shove in there. But anyway, play on. Joseph has it up before offloading back out to Aiken. Aiken passes left out to Surges. Left out to Robinson. It was flat. But Robinson, she's skittling lionesses everywhere. And she's got to run 40-plus
There's a hat
meters
trick for Julia Robinson.
to score a hat trick, mate. Holy moly. It is now 60 points to nil. Oh, this
is just a demolition.
It's terrific. It's absolutely terrific, mate.
England must be in awe of the players that they're playing against today. It's just they're just far too good for them.
I'll tell you what, man. On average, it seems to be that the Jillaroos and Lionesses face each other every 7 years or so. Last time they met, I think it was 38 points to nil. I might need to be corrected on that. But this now has to be the one thing the Lionesses need to take out of this is that this has to be the loss, that this has to be the game where they need to evolve, adapt or die. They need to improve as just behind the scenes, on the field, off the field. This is the game where they need to say we need to be better from forevermore now.
Well, there's a World Cup coming up next year, and if they want to match the likes of the Jillaroos and New Zealand, they're going to have to learn a lot from this game. Absolutely.
That's such a good point, man. England, they've got 12 to 18 months to absolutely improve, man. They've got to improve after this. They've got a reality check today, man. It's all well and good that you can come into the game with only 2 losses over the past 7 or so seasons, man. But the opposition they've taken on, and it's a huge wake-up call for English rugby league today, man.
Yeah. And the players, as we said, the players that Jillaroos have to pick from, there's lots of other players who could step up and do the job as well. But this is the best of the best at the moment.
Jag, I mentioned the B team before. I genuinely think the B team of Australia probably pip the A team of England today, mate.
Oh, 100%. I mean, they're semi-professional players now. I'm not sure how the England competition is played, but it wouldn't be played at the intensity levels of the NRLW and Women's State of Origin and things like that. So, as I said, the NRLW competition continues to get better and better, and that's why we're seeing the best of the best playing for the Jillaroos now.
Koenig plays the ball on her own 40. Dodd scoots out a dummy half. Higgins is out there now. She finds Taufa, and Taufa, she's going to be stopped.
They've got 2 9s on there now. Interesting to see how that'll work.
Absolutely. Dodd now passes left for Aiken. Aiken cut out past to Surges from 30 metres out. Surges says, thank you very much. I do get that try now. It is now 66 points to nil. What else?
England are just waiting for the full-time hooter. They're on the bus already. They are well and truly on the bus. Have been for a long time.
And I will give
again Aiken another try assist.
Yep, absolutely. Tell you what, Surges is playing where Kelly was playing, mate. So there's Kelly's second try for you. Unfortunately, gone. Sorry. Oh, dude.
Should have gone Upton.
Yo. 49 minutes gone. So what? There's
20 minutes left.
20 minutes left.
We could get 90.
Man. We saw 80 last year for Papua New Guinea, and thought, wow, that's a scoreline we haven't seen in millennia, sort of thing. We might see 90. And Aiken
It's 68.
makes it 68. I don't think we'll see 90 today, Jag, but
Maybe
they're going to go incredibly close.
I think they'll get 80.
So Australia versus New Zealand next year in the women's test match at Las Vegas, Jag?
I'd like to see the rest of the world maybe give some New Zealand and maybe England combine them and see the best of the best take on the Jillaroos.
Oh, and Marto. Strong carry. And, bro, the intensity from the Jillaroos is not let up.
Yep.
I know England, they're a bit like toilet paper at the moment, but Jillaroos are just, they're still on level 10, man.
Yep. They could have slowed down and put the cue in the rack, but they haven't done that.
Alrighty, so Koenig plays the ball. Oh, is there a knock on there from Dodd? Yeah, no, it's a penalty to Australia. Oh dear. Oh dear. All right, so ruck interference is the call. And Australia are going to kick for touch. And the Jillaroos are going to start a set from about 35 metres out. Jag, I'll let you take it away, mate.
So Penatani will restart play as she takes the run.
Where is the defence?
Here's Brigginshaw. She's dragged down there by Sykes. They're 10 out, closing in on 70. Here's Taufa. She's within 2 metres of the line. Quincy Dodd. Aiken. Will she get it? Hasn't got a try yet today. She's been involved in every other play. Dodd tries to go herself. I thought she got that away to Taufa. She was in. Higgins. Upton. Koenig, the pass out to Whitfeld. Whitfeld for the corner. Whitfeld's got it, and the Jillaroos have hit 70. Poor old
Cowboy got on the board. Well done, Whitfeld. Yes. 72-0.
Interesting fact for you. She's the only player in the side that hasn't played Origin yet.
That is a rare stat. Okay. Yeah, that is a rare stat, isn't it? To play for your country before Origin, man.
She's been in and around the New South Wales squad, but has not played yet.
Yeah, she did get selected for the Blues, though. Hey, like she was in the squad, but she just missed out. Yeah. Right.
May get an opportunity this year, but we'll have to wait and see.
Oh, man.
New South Wales have a lot of good backs to choose from. Sergis Kelly, Jamie Chapman to choose, just to name a few. And Tiana Penatani. So,
right. So a shot from the sideline here for Aitken. She shoots. Oh, damn.
and
It nearly
waved
looks
it away to the left. No goal.
Yeah. 72-0.
17 minutes to go.
And if all goals were taken, we're looking at 84-0 already, Jag.
Mm-hmm.
So in a sense, we've already hit it.
There's still time. There is still time.
It's 15 minutes to go. We still might see 100, mate.
Jakai Whitfeld just said there, get out of my way. You're not stopping me today.
Oh, mate, you take it away.
So Roche will kick off. It's 72-0. And it's come straight down the throat. It's Shannon Marto again. What a run. Made the most meters of any Jillaroos forward out there today. Dodd's at dummy half. Here's Taufa. Carries 3 defenders with her in that run. Dodd. Brigginshaw. Here's Koenig. Just short of halfway. See that run again from Sharon Marto. That was a run with a vengeance. Higgins. Upton. Aiken. Aiken tried to get it away to Surgis. Gets free there from Renoff. Renoff gets her at the second attempt. 4th tackle for the Gillaroos. Clydesdale's at dummy half. Away to Upton. Upton to Higgins. And she just gets over the 30. Tries to get the arm free, but it's wrapped up there by England with Wood. She'll play it back to Dodd. Dodd to Aiken on the last. Aiken with the kick. And it is well taken there by... Is it a knock-on? It's a knock-on they've ruled against England.
Gee whiz, I don't know about that. Just quickly, though, Rick Porter has a question. Thoughts on the crowd numbers? You would think the second year it would be full. I unfortunately think that a number of people have walked out of this game because I don't think it was that empty for the Raiders and Warriors. I wasn't anticipating 40,000 today, man. I think they got... What was the... Do you recall? It was 30,000... What was the attendance last season? Do you remember? I feel like it was 35,000 they got last year. I think I heard on 360 this week that they were anticipating 50. It was never going to hit 50,000 this week, but
they got about 35, 40. England have enough to forward their challenge here, so it is a knock-on.
It is a knock-on.
It'll be a Gillaroos tap.
Right. Oh, it's a scrum. And just quickly, we haven't mentioned her name yet, but Belinda Sharp, I mean, referee out there today, hasn't really had to do much at all, to be honest with you. And she's been right in sending things up to the bunker and whatnot as Australia feed the scrum from 10 metres out. It's central, goes out right to Aiken, out the back to Upton, flat to Whitfeld. Whitfeld gets the ball on the line, but I don't...
That's a double movement.
I think it might be, man. I think it might be.
Yeah, she put it up. Second attempt, no try. She saw that try line. She thought, I'm going to get a double. Got too excited. Here she is, gets dragged down here. Does she plant the ball down? She's planted the ball there. No try. Then she stretched it. Then she's gone again.
Yeah.
She didn't get... Yeah. Tackle completed. No try.
Alrighty. But yeah, it looks a little bit more disappointing than what it actually might be, considering it is a massive 70,000 seated stadium. So yeah, I think it's just on par. I think it's just on track for what we were anticipating, Jag.
Yep. England hold on there. 15 to go now. Bennett. That's Hardcastle, just short of the 20. Bennett. That one was Travis. Eels bound this year. Here's Partington. Met there by Marto and Clydesdale. Bennett awaits at dummy half. And that's Bella Sykes in jersey 16 for England. Bennett to Roche on the fourth. It's come off the head of Yasmin Clydesdale. And Julie Robinson's back there to get it for the Gillaroos.
So Robinson now, or Gillaroos, play the ball 10 metres short of halfway. And through Jessica Surgis, they're going to play it on halfway. Upton from dummy half passes right to find Marto. Man, Marto's been a tower of strength today, hasn't she? Jeez, Struth.
Very consistent forward.
Play the ball, third tackle. Higgins has it. Out the back to Upton, flat for Koenig. Hasn't been afforded much. Koenig hasn't been afforded much space to work with today, so that's a bit of a credit to the Lionesses as Clydesdale now crashes in to the English defense, but then she offloads back to
Offload.
Aiken. She chip kicks it for herself, but the English fullback
Dagger does
takes
well.
it.
Nice tackle there from Aiken. Partington is at dummy half. And that's a strong tackle there by Taufa and Higgins. That's
Jag,
Renoff.
Jag, can I pause you there for a second? I've got a stat for you too. I've just looked it up. The biggest loss in England's history, English women's history, is a 48-point loss to New Zealand in 2017.
So we've jumped that by, wow. Yep. I think the Gillaroos team, though, now is better than it was in 2017.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter if England do score. This is going to go down as their biggest loss in their history. So you'd think there's going to be some ramifications here, man. As Julia Robinson, she carries it back 20-odd meters and she's smiling like a Cheshire cat in contact, mate. She'll eventually play the ball 5 short of halfway. Aiken from dummy half passes right to Upton, and then Upton, a bit of a high shot on Surgis.
That was Bennett.
And it's a penalty to Australia. Send her off. Send her off. Alrighty.
Higgins with the tap.
I think you did look
Travis.
like
Paige Travis, in fact.
Righto. So Kezi Apps is out there. She hit it up, play the ball, first tackle. Aiken now runs for about 5 meters, gives it off to Upton out the back. Upton able to fend away from one, passes out left to Surgis. Surgis feign to pass, and now she's going to score a double. Jessica Surgis. Holy smokes.
76-0.
All right. 76-0 with a kick to come, and there's 11 minutes remaining. You called it in the very first minute, mate, that you think that you're going to see 80 points today. I think it's going to happen. But again, just to reiterate, this is going to go down as the biggest loss in English women's history. The previous record was at 48. It's now currently 76.
Gillaroos' biggest win actually is 92-0, so I don't think they'll quite get that, but they're not far off it either. 92-0, I think, in the most recent World Cup in 2022.
Was that against France, I want to say?
France or the Cook Islands, one of those.
So Aitken shoots and scores. It is now 78 points to 0 with about 10 minutes remaining. I'll just verify that one for you. Biggest, you are correct, sir. It was 92-0 to France in the World Cup. 92 points is correct, mate.
Yep. There's the Panthers getting in their huddle. Cleary, Martin, and Edwards. Cleary's barking orders. The house, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't watch women's rugby league then.
Women's game is a joke. No, it's not, mate. Leaving comments up like that is a joke. Oh, bugger.
Robinson's dropped it.
I'll tell you what, you've just put the friggin' mocker on us, but I'm going to delete that friggin' comment anyway. Sorry, the house. But anyway.
Oh, he's just stopped.
$78-0 is a joke if you're an English supporter, for sure. If you're a Gillaroos fan like Jag and I are, it's amazing. It's awesome, bro. But we can't have Australia versus England next year in Las Vegas. It's got to be something else.
Well, Australia's playing England in an Ashes series at the end of the year. I'm not sure if the Gillaroos and Leonesses are going to do the same thing.
Take her away, mate. Take her away.
There's England with Holly May Dodd. They're within 5 of the line. Sykes. Here's Wood. Strong tackle by Apps and Taufa. 8.5 to go. Rosh. Here's
Flat.
Travis on her opposite number. Koenig drives her back, as does Marto. Here's Sykes. On the fourth, last tackle now actually for England. Bennett, Rosh with the grubber, and it's way too deep.
Too much Milo. He
Rosh.
knows
it too.
Alrighty. 8 minutes
to go.
remaining.
Whitfield.
And it's Whitfield. Yep. Taps it and goes, gets up over the 30. Gillaroos is central. And now it's Higgins from dummy half, running a little bit before passing the left out to Julia Robinson, feeling like she needs to atone for the error that she made a minute ago.
The house, do you watch women's rugby league?
Alrighty. There you go, mate. All right, Taufa plays the ball. Higgins runs out to the left-hand side. Was it touched there by a Lioness? Is it 6 again or play
That's
on?
What they're calling for.
Yeah, it's 0 tackle.
6 again. Right. Here's Keely Joseph back out there.
Alrighty, so the Gillaroos now are approximately 25 metres out. And Higgins from dummy half passes out left. Aiken, flat pass for Surgis, who's running a diagonal line. And there is indeed the hat trick. Well done, Jess Surgis. Well done, Gillaroos. And
there's 80.
There's 80. Well done, Jag. You called it, mate. I honestly didn't think that we would see 80 today, man. I thought maybe a 40-10 sort of a scoreline, bro. But yeah, this is unbelievable.
And you don't like to see this. You want to grow the game. You want to see countries like England and the Pacific teams get to the stage where they can compete with the countries like Australia and New Zealand. That's what we want to see. Not just in the men's game, but in the women's game as well. And it's good to see these Gillaroos putting on this clinic, but we want to see a nice close game as well. So to close that gap, we need to grow the game in these countries like England.
Yep, 1,000%. And look, at the end of the Raiders Warriors just then, I was talking about what's coming up in the future. Well, NRLW kicks off in the month of July. As Aiken shoots and scores, it's now
they start preseason this month.
They do. It's not too far away that they start preseason. The BMD Premiership and the Harvey Norman Cup starts in the month of June as well, I believe. So the women's game in Australia really kicks off in the month of June with Queensland Cup and New South Wales Cup. I really wouldn't mind. Oh, of course. No, you're absolutely correct. That is actually the next big one. Thank you very much for that, Jag. It is State of Origin, isn't it? And every single one of these players that we've seen today, we'll see them in State of Origin when it kicks off on a Thursday night at Suncorp Stadium in the month of May. Magic Round weekend, the first week of May. Yep. So that's the next bit of action that happens in the women's game in Australia. I'm not too sure what happens with England.
In Sydney. And game 3 will be in Newcastle.
Yep. All righty. Are we going to see 90 today, Jag?
I think so.
It's going to get really close, eh? All right, so Clydesdale now. She's worked really, really hard today too, man. She's going to play the ball on the 30. Higgins darts out a dummy half, passes right, finds Zaps. She says, get the hell out of my way. She breaks the line. She passes right to Joseph. Joseph from 30 meters out. Oh, well
That's
done.
That's her first try.
Yes, well done.
She's deserved it. She's been a workhorse today.
Yep, absolutely. Credit to Apps. Talk about co-captain and leadership and all that jazz, man, experience. She needled that pass, man. She needled the thread to pass that and find Joseph. She had to have great wherewithal. Apps did, and man,
Higgins saw Apps there. Apps was ready to burst onto that. She's made a few runs like that today.
Well, Joseph scored this from right in front of the sticks, and
she's got some good speed for a forward.
it wasn't too bad, was it, man? Yeah, it wasn't too bad. But with a couple minutes remaining, Jag, ladies and gents, we're going to see 90-0 today. I've never in my lifetime, oh, no, wait, that's a lie. But on this kind of stage, I've never seen 90-0. There was a Queensland, there was a Queensland Cup game last year where I think it was like 134-0. I saw that in person. I've never seen a scoreline that big before, but that was down in like under 19s or under 17s sort of thing.
As an England player gets carried from the field, she's got a bad limp. She can't even stand on her leg.
No, that sucks. I apologize. That sucks. But I've never seen 90. And if goals were converted,
there's still time for another try.
Well, you're exactly right, mate. But the other thing too, man, if goals were converted, we've hit 100 points today, haven't we? We've hit 100 points today, really.
They're trying to different. Surgis.
Oh, man, imagine if she found Robinson then. Yeah, get the forearm, get the elbow out of the chin. Oh, Julie.
She's lost it.
Right. All right, there is...
Get a try, England, just for the good of the game.
No. As a Jillaroo supporter, we want to keep a clean sheet against big old donut.
They're still the old enemy, aren't they, the Poms?
They sure are. Take it away, mate.
This might be the last time England have the ball in this test match with Hardcastle within 20 of the line. Bennett. Here's Roche. Roche to Cunningham. Sorry, that's Travis. 15 out from the line. Just over a minute to go. Bennett. Roche. Cunningham. Physical tackle. Yasmin Clydesdale. Bennett goes back there to get it, and Clydesdale's done it again. It's with Modder's head. They're back to 20 out from the line. It's a 6 to go for England. Here's Roche. Now here's Sykes. Higgins and Joseph wrap her up. Bennett. Roche steps and goes herself. Taken down by her Newcastle teammate.
I think she did too. Oh, Jag.
England are on the board.
Oh, wow. Tremendous strength. Oh, no, now I'm angry.
Their big game player, Georgia Roche.
No, I'm angry. I'm pissed off. No, cancel the stream.
And the England fans are up and about.
No, kill the
They've been quiet all game, and they finally got something to cheer about.
That's great. That's great for the Lionesses.
Showing her NRLW experience there, Georgia Roche, playing in that good Newcastle Knights team, and a good individual try for her.
Yeah, the arm didn't come down and contact the turf, did it? Well, that is full time. Or there is a kick to come. Apologies.
But England are on the board.
As I said, I think the main thing that England need to do now, and it might have to bleed into the men's as well, as the
Bennett
kick
has hit into the posts.
Bounces off the posts. And 90 points to 4. Gee, Struth. The main thing that they need to do now, England, is they just need to study the Jillaroos. They now know what it's like to play them. And as you said, they need to come into the World Cup like a bull at a gate. But that is it, man. 90 points to 4 to the Jillaroos. We're happy as Larry and Jag. I really enjoyed my time with you today, man. That was really fun to see the Jillaroos dominate with you. So that's brilliant, mate. So you've got the Mad Dragons podcast on Tuesday night?
That's right. We'll be previewing our round 1 game against the Bulldogs. We actually had a big season preview last night.
Yes.
So go in and watch that on YouTube and on Facebook too. So we do have Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube pages. So we can, and the sites are available. You can watch the podcast anytime you like on Facebook or YouTube and Spotify as well when convenient for you. And go give us a like on the Mad Dragons podcast, Facebook, YouTube. We're even on X as well. So go give us a like and follow our content. Our next show will be Tuesday, 8:30 New South Wales time. We are on Tuesdays to preview the game, upcoming weekend. And we are on Sunday nights to wrap it up. So, yeah.
That's brilliant, man. That's brilliant. And you're a very intelligent bloke, man. I always love talking rugby league with you. And today was no exception. So thank you very much for your time, man. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And I'll get out of here. We'll get out of here. But stay tuned to Wobble and Joy Sports because Penrith versus Cronulla is up next. And I'm doing that one solo. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you very much. Take care. Adios.
See you later.